Donald Trump's views on Benjamin Netanyahu's corruption trial have been clear for a number of months now. First, he took to social media to label it a witch hunt. Then he quipped to the Israeli President Isaac Herzog during a speech to the Israeli parliament last month that he should give him a pardon, arguing that no one really cares about a prime minister receiving expensive gifts like champagne and cigars. But this is certainly an escalation in that campaign, even though it might not have much impact. Donald Trump has now written to President Herzog, effusive in his praise for Benjamin Netanyahu, describing him as a strong wartime leader, now leading Israel into a time of peace after 3 difficult years, and insisting that while he respects the independence of the Israeli judiciary, he believes the case against Mr. Netanyahu is a political, unjustified prosecution. Since December last year, Mr. Netanyahu has been appearing in the witness box a few hours a day, a couple of days a week, giving evidence in his trial, except when he's pulled out to deal with national security matters. He's facing 3 charges of bribery, fraud and breach of trust, all of which he denies. One of those cases is involving accepting expensive gifts such as champagne and cigars from billionaires, including Australian James Packer, who denied any wrongdoing. The other 2 cases relate to seeking favourable press coverage from media moguls in exchange for changes in laws that benefit their businesses. Israel's President Isaac Herzog, in responding to the letter, said that he holds President Trump in the highest regard, but insisted that there were procedures that needed to be adhered to before he could consider any application for a pardon. There is a lot of debate in Israel as to whether or not he would be prepared to go down that route, considering that there is not a strong legal precedent to do so while an individual is in the middle of a trial. Mr. Netanyahu's political opponents say that he needs to accept guilt or show some sort of remorse before a pardon could ever be issued, something the Prime Minister hasn't done in this case and is generally reluctant to do in his broader public life.